I would like to start with a pledge of allegiance led by Lieutenant Randall.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, folks. The following matters will come before the Revere License Commission today. This is our regularly scheduled meeting. This meeting was previously filed with the city clerk. The agenda for today will begin with the application submitted for consideration. Item number 1, the American Legion Post number 61, 249 Broadway. David Colella is the manager. This is an application for 7 one-day malt, wine, and common victuals licenses. These licenses will be exercised on the lawn at 249 Broadway from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the following Sundays in 2025. That would be June 29th, July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, July 27th, August 3rd, and August 10th. The rain date is August 17, 2025. The events are a barbecue and beer garden during the city's Summer Sunday concert series. The expected attendance is 100 per event. Is there someone here from the American Legion? A name and address for the record, please, gentlemen.
Ira Novoselsky, 53 Dehone Street in Revere, Mass. Name.
Jerry Amori, 92 Vinyl Street, Revere, Mass.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Can you explain briefly what you'd like to do with these licenses?
Yes, this is something that we've been doing for the last 5 or 6 years and never had a problem. We have a fence around the area, to confine where the beer is. We have one table there, and it's beer and wine that we really serve. And Jerry is the treasurer of the Legion, and I'm just helping them out as a member. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any questions?
No questions for me.
Very good. I'll close this part of the hearing. Are there any proponents? Anybody like to speak on behalf of this, the issuing of these licenses? I don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Is there anybody opposed? Anybody opposed to the issuing of the licenses for the American Legion? I don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Would you like to discuss this further, or would you like to make a motion?
I could make a motion to approve.
I second that.
Very good. The application for the 7 one-day malt, wine, and common victuals licenses for the American Legion Post number 161 is approved. Those licenses will be exercised on the lawn at 249 Broadway from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the following Sundays, June 29th, July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, July 27th, August 3rd, and August 10th, with a rain day of August 17th, 2025. Thank you, gentlemen, and good luck with the events.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Appreciate it.
Item number 3, American Legion Post number 61, 249 Broadway. Jerry Amori is the manager. This is an application for a change of officers and managers. The application of American Legion Post 61 for a change of officers and said manager to Jerry Amori. Name and address, please, gentlemen.
Ira Novoselsky, 53 Dehone Street.
Jerry Amori, 92 Vinyl Street, Revere, Mass.
Very good. Gentlemen, will there be any changes to the club, or it's just the officers and managers?
Just the officers and managers.
Very good. Thank you very much. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any
No
questions?
For me.
No questions for me.
Very good. We'll close that section. Any proponents? Anybody like to speak on behalf of the change of officers and manager? Don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed to this? Don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Would you like to discuss this further, or would you like to make a motion?
I can make a motion to approve.
And I second that motion.
Very good. The application for a change of officers and manager for American Legion Post number 61 is approved. The application will change, for a change of officers and change of manager to Jerry Amori. And that application is approved. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good luck.
Thank you all for your cooperation. Thank you.
Item number 1, the McClellan Highway Development Corporation, 10 Suffolk Downs Boulevard. Rachel Otterly is the event manager. This is an application for 12 one-day malt licenses. The application for the McClellan Highway Development Corp. to be exercised at 10 Suffolk Downs Boulevard from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the following Thursdays in 2025. That will be Thursday, July 10th, July 17th, July 24th, July 31st, August 7th, August 14th, August 21st, August 28th, September 4th, September 11th, September 18th, and September 25th. The event would be beer pop-ups held in conjunction with Thursday night activities. The expected attendance per event is 200. Your name and address for the record, please.
Rachel Otley, 1 Beacon Street, Boston, Mass.
Thank you very much. Can you explain a little bit about what these events are and what you expect to do with these licenses?
Yeah. We recently launched at the beginning of June, Thursday nights at the Yard.
Turn it on.
Turn the mic on.
I had it on. Does it work now? Yes. Oh, odd. I had my finger on it. Sorry, apologies. We recently launched Thursday nights at the Yard at Suffolk Downs, 10 Suffolk Downs Boulevard, where we are doing a series of yappy hours, live music, bingo, and dance lessons. We would like to introduce our first retail tenant, Twisted Fate Brewing, to do exclusive beer pours within a confined space at that parcel. Those Thursdays referenced 12 Thursdays, starting July 11th. We'll have a confined space. Tenant will be responsible for IDing and controlling the beer in the defined area.
When you say the tenant, you mean the brewery itself?
Yes, Twisted Fate Brewery, the tenant themselves will be operating. 2 of the owners will be pouring, actually.
Very good. Thank you very much. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any questions for Ms. Otterly?
Are you guys serving food?
Yeah, our goal is to have at least one. Sorry, doesn't always like me here. The goal is to have at least one food truck at each event. We've been working with Bono Appetit most recently. So yes, the goal is to have food at every single event. We have a third-party company who's working on the operation and scheduling of all the food trucks and miscellaneous entertainment, music and such.
Is this the first year of this event?
Yes, the parcel just opened this year, so this will be the first time we're launching this.
Is there anyone, a part of the organization or team that has done events like this, of this magnitude before?
The team being McClellan Highway Development or the
Correct.
brewery?
Correct.
Yeah, our team, I oversee the site activation program, so I've done those, and I do the retail leasing as well. But the third-party consultant, Wicked Fund Consulting that we've hired, she will be managing all the site activation for us.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. And I assume that the people at the brewery are tip certified and have had alcohol service experience?
Correct. They currently own and operate their first brewery in Danvers, where they have this experience, and are under construction at Suffolk Downs as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I don't have any other questions. Are we all set? We'll close this part of the hearing. Are there any proponents? Anybody that would like to speak on behalf of the issuing of these licenses? I don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Is anybody opposed? Anybody opposed to the issuing of the licenses to the McClellan Highway Development Corp? Don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Would you like to discuss this further, or would you like to make a motion?
I'd like to make a motion, and I'd move to approve it.
I'll second that.
Very good. The application for 12 one-day malt licenses for the McClellan Highway Development Corporation is approved. The licenses will be exercised at 10 Suffolk Downs Boulevard from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the following Thursdays. That would be Thursday, July 10th, July 17th, July 24th, July 31st, August 7th, August 14th, August 21st, August 28th, September 4, September 11th, September 18th, September 25th. And these events are pop-ups, beer pop-ups held in conjunction with the Thursday night activities. Thank you very much and good luck with your events.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Item number 4 on the agenda, GA Restaurant 2, Inc., DBA Santorini's, 376 Revere Beach Boulevard. Stavrula Fotopoulos is the manager. This is an application to amend the entertainment license. The application of GA Restaurant 2, Inc., DBA Santorini Restaurant, to amend the license entertainment to add TV radio outside from 11 p.m. till 10 p.m. and vocal instrumental music consisting of 1 to 3 people outside once or twice a week from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, Stavroula Fotopoulos, 376 Revere Beach Boulevard.
Thank you very much.
Craig Halagian, 376 Revere Beach Boulevard.
Thank you very much, folks.
Mr. Chairman, we request one minor change to the TV radio. We actually meant to put 8 o'clock, 8 to closing. We're very careful with the volume in the mornings, and if that would be possible, we'd like to.
8 a.m.?
8 in the morning when we open, yeah. Because we have an outside deck, and a lot of customers like to take advantage of the good weather and sit and have breakfast and coffee outside. We play Greek cafe music in the morning at a very low level.
I've been there in the morning, and I can attest to that it is a very low level, and I assume you're going to continue the way it's
Exactly.
been.
Yes.
I don't have any problem with that. Do you?
No.
Very good. So, just so we're clear, you guys going to start putting someone out on the deck, playing a guitar and singing? Is that part of what you're looking to do here?
Yes, either inside or outside, once or twice a week, primarily when the good weather is here.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
So how are you gonna determine like what days? Because it only says once or twice a week. It depends on how busy you get or the weather.
Depends on the weather, yeah. We'd like to balance it, maybe once inside, once outside. If it's raining, then obviously the planned event would go inside instead of outside.
Okay. All right, well, I don't have any other questions. Do you? No? All right, we'll close this section. Thank you very much. Are there any proponents? Anybody like to speak on behalf of the issuing of a change in the entertainment license to Santorini? Don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed to the issuing of this license? I don't see or hear anybody. We'll close that section. Do you want to discuss this further? Or make a motion?
I'd move to approve the amendment to the entertainment license with the modification of the 8 a.m. for the TV and radio outside, right?
Very good.
And I will second that.
Very good. The application to amend the entertainment license for Santorini is approved. The license will be amended to TV, radio outside from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and voice instrumental music consisting of 1 to 3 people outside once or twice a week from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And that license is approved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item number 5, Lin and Ben, Inc., DBA Jade Asian Restaurant, 339 Squire Road, Unit 120. Jizu Lam is the manager. This is an application for a transfer of the malt wine restaurant license and change of license category to all alcohol. The application of Lin Bin, Inc., for a transfer of the license from Utaka Inc. and a change of license category to all alcohol. Said license to be exercised at 339 Squire Road, Unit 120. The requested hours are Sunday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. The requested seating is 99, and the requested entertainment is background music only. Your name and address for the record, please,
Yes,
sir.
good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Attorney Russell Chin, representing Lynn and Ben Inc., joined here today with Shu Yu Lam, to my right, proposed liquor license manager, and to her right is a officer and director of the corporation.
And I see that you're going to be moving into the Utaka space where Utaka is at Northgate?
Yes, the proposal is to acquire the assets of Utaka Inc., subject to the approval of the various licenses that we're applying for now.
Thank you very much, Counselor. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any questions?
Yes, can you speak to your client's experience as it relates to alcohol service and her level, if any, of understanding of the alcohol laws and requirements as it relates to service of alcohol?
Yes, my client has 3 years of experience as a bartender and a manager at the Bamboo House, as noted in the application. And she is a United States citizen. She is a Commonwealth of Massachusetts resident. She's aware of the laws of the Commonwealth as well as the city of Revere.
Thank you, Counsel.
Has she been TIPS certified and has taken the necessary training as far as that's concerned?
Yes, she has. Her certificate should be included in the package that we submitted.
Counsel, in the application, I see that you noted, well, at least in our summary, it says background music. What exactly does that mean?
There would be pre-recorded soft music playing in the background. No live music, no live entertainment, nothing of that kind. It would just be pre-recorded music.
I noticed there is a TV there now. You're not going to have the TV there anymore?
May I ask the client? You plan to continue to use the television? Apparently they do. So they would want to include the television screen as part of the entertainment license. If I may ask the board to consider revising the application. Looking at here.
Okay, I don't have any further questions. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any other questions for the applicants?
Then we are keeping the same seating as before?
Yes. Everything's pretty much staying the same. It's just different ownership, different management.
Is it still going to be a buffet?
Continuing the buffet,
Afternoon,
afternoon buffet?
the lunchtime.
Oh, okay.
Do it, then the dinner, I think, we do.
So an afternoon buffet, but maybe not a dinner buffet.
I'm satisfied.
Okay. All right, very good. Thank you, folks. We'll close this part of the hearing. Are there any proponents, anybody else that would like to speak on behalf of the application to transfer the malt wine restaurant license and change the license to category to all alcohol? There is no one that I see. We'll close that section. Is there anybody opposed? I don't see or hear anybody at that. Would you like to discuss this any further, or do you want to make a motion?
I can make a motion to approve.
I'd second that motion.
Very good. The application for a transfer of a malt wine restaurant license and change of license category to all alcohol for Lynn and Ben Inc., DBA Jade Asian Restaurant is approved. The application will be exercised at 339 Squire Road, Unit 120. Yes. And the said license will be exercised at 339 Squire Road. And the requested hours would be Sunday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. The requested seating is 99, and the requested entertainment is background music and television.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Mr. Chair, as an aside, may I say, I was born in the city 69 years ago. I lived at Suffolk Avenue, and I'm pleased to see the changes that the board has made in the city and the improvements, so congratulations.
Thank you, Counselor. Appreciate that. And I remember you.
You're not that old. Thank you.
Okay, that concludes the applications. The next item on the agenda are hearings. Item number 6, Argueta and Piche Corp., DBA Carnival Latino Restaurant, 7B Everett Street. Julia Duarte Alarcon is the manager. This is a hearing into violating closing procedures, over service, and service past 2 a.m. Your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Joel Limos, 7B Everett Street, Riviera.
Thank you very much. Well, have you know the allegations that have been made and the situation from our perspective. A police officer filed an incident report which indicated that there were people being served after normal serving hours and that the 2 a.m. closing was not being adhered to. I guess what I'd want to know is, what do you think about that? What have you done to correct that? And what do you think would be a fair resolution to this hearing?
Okay, what happened that day is we have an issue with the device for the payments, the credit cards. I was inside the bar. We stopped serving at 1:30. The officer was outside the whole shift. He wasn't inside, so we have a customer. He had 2 beers on hand. The server was trying to remove it, but he didn't want to give it. So at the end, I was inside the bar. We turned on the lights at 1:10 because I know what's going before. So at 1:30, no more alcohol for nobody. So when the officer came, I think it was like at around 2:06. Even the customer had 2 beers on him. I don't know who gave it to him. Maybe another friend, another customer. He didn't even want to give it to the officer. So what could we do in that case? And we were taking a little bit longer because I was receiving the payments for all the servers because the devices drop off. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or I have an extra one with a different Wi-Fi in case the device drop off, or I don't know how to say.
Well, what time did you give last call?
1:30, no more alcohol.
Okay.
We turn on the lights at 1:10 because I know the customers, the Spanish people, it's so hard to deal with. They still want another one. So we turn on the lights at 1:10 because they still have like maybe 15 minutes. If they ask for another one, they don't need to be like, oh, okay, you're fine, you know?
And the allegation is that there were many intoxicated people there, that you were over-serving people. I mean, if the man doesn't want to give up his beer, that should be an indication that maybe he's had too many of them.
I don't know what happens in that case. I was inside the bar, and like I said, even this customer, he was talking with the officer outside. Like the whole shift, they were outside speaking. I don't know what they were talking. So I don't know what's supposed to be doing the officer. If he's supposed to be inside checking the customers, or I don't know. But he was all the time outside, like speaking with the people. And
what about so if you're inside the bar, what steps do you take when you notice that there might be someone there that's you know, visibly really, really drunk, like, do
We
you
stopped serving, and we gave them like we stopped serving them, and he don't want to leave. We serve them like club soda with lime or something until he leaves. But and we sometimes when that happened with this guy, I think the friend took her kids so he don't drive. Then the officer, we gave it to the officer, so they bring it to the. I don't know if he came to pick it up, and we're not gonna serve him anymore. That's the way we're working. If a customer is being rude or he don't want to follow the rules, we don't serve them. Even if it's our family or friend, whatever, we don't serve them because it's so hard to deal with people. Like they can come normal, you know what I mean, but they still make trouble, or I don't know how to say.
In addition to the officer that's there on Saturday, do you have security there as well?
We have two securities, and it's very, very, very dead. Like, even they said it, like, why you guys have a detail if it's, you know, this place on Gondraland, I don't know the name, or the Squire, they ask, like, why you guys have a detail if this is, like, slow. I say, like, it's because
You're required.
it require. And I'm helping too, like, I'm like hosting and checking the tables, helping the servers, taking care of the customers.
Because, I mean, we imposed this since 2023, I believe. I mean, how has business been on Saturday nights? Because I haven't heard any incidents of issues since all of 2024.
It's very, right now it's very hard. And our business starts, like, we open at 11. I'm working in the mornings because it's nothing in there. Like I said last time, I do specials and things like that. Our business we start getting customers like around 9:30 or 10. That's our business hours, only on Fridays and Saturdays. That's why we're still surviving.
Because of Fridays and Saturdays?
Yes. And like I say, I have a lot of experience. I've been working in different bars and everything. People yell at me like, "Oh, you're a this and that," because I don't want to serve them. I tell them it can be the king of the world, but no more alcohol at all. Now we're trying to do with another manager. We're gonna do like a big sign so people can read it, because it's like the Spanish people is like that. You know, they don't understand. It's
So
so
what time
hard.
are you turning off the music?
We turn on at 1:30. And we turn on the lights at 1:10, so they already know, like, it's about to leave. They complain. Everybody complains, why if you say you close at 2 and this and that, but now they're ready, like, they already know.
So have you had any other incidents in the past where there's been intoxicated people? Because right now we're just talking about one particular situation, but I'm looking at my notes and I see that, you know, there might be other occasions where we've seen, you know, there have been more intoxicated people inside.
I don't remember. I know the problem was about these people, the fights, but we don't serve those people either. We have like 10 people. We don't serve them because they always make trouble. So we don't want that type of people in there.
The officer is reporting that you were allowing people to enter the establishment at 1:40, 1:50, just a few minutes before 2 o'clock, and that they were served.
Maybe those people who were smoking or something. That's another thing we're working on with the securities. That if somebody wants to smoke after 1, they cannot come back anymore. I'm very strict with that. But like I said, I have to be in everywhere. It's that business.
Well, I mean, I remember I spoke to your security person. Is it the same person who's been there for a while?
No, I have a company. They were supposed to come, but they couldn't make it. I think it's LDJ Security Services. I can send their license or. That's fine. Yeah, I changed the company. They are.
Okay, because to be honest, I thought the last company they were pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
I mean,
Why'd you change security, if you don't mind me asking?
I changed because the one I have, I think he has the license on his own, and then we have a guy that he used to be a security for ourselves inside the restaurant. But after what's going on, we decide to hire a company with more, because something happened, they can come and support us, you know. They're more like they have a more how do you say this, experience, or I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no,
experience.
experience.
They training. They more training for it.
Yes.
For that. And like I say, they can tell you I'm always helping because I know the customers, I know the people. I have experience. Sometimes they trying to be rude, even with the security. So I gotta come and talk to them. Like,
Well, I mean, I think it would do you good to make sure that the security company is responsible for not allowing people in, for making sure people leave when they're supposed to, because it's your license that's
I
on the
know,
line.
I know, and it's so.
And, you know, well, you'll leave us no choice but to roll back your hours or to cut back, you know, your availability, make you hire more security. So it's really important for you to stay on top of this if you want to continue.
I will. I promise I will, because like I say, if they cut hours for us, we're gonna be done, because that's our business time from 9 to like 1:30. That's when we start getting the people.
Lieutenant Randall, has you received any calls to this prior to this May 10th incident?
No, I had spoken with the officer involved who wrote the report, and he said he's worked with the details several times prior to this, and this was becoming a pattern, and that's why he wrote the report.
That's why you wrote the report?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, because this is the first official report that we are receiving, obviously, we're gonna take it very seriously. But I'd like to note the fact that, you know, this business hasn't been in front of us since 2023, when we imposed sanctions before. And I know, just based on what we've been doing with other businesses in recent history, I'd like to see a 60-day review, you know, just to see what the compliance is. And I would ask if Officer, is it McLaughlin? If he works those details again from this point forward to appear at the next hearing to report the compliance. I do remember specifically this business struggling then, and it seems like they are very reliant on the business of your Fridays and Saturdays. And I remember you reporting specifically how having the details on Fridays and Saturdays was a financial strain, and we kept the Saturdays on, which they've been compliant with pretty consistently. So I would like to hear from from Officer McLaughlin in 60 days, if I can make that proposal.
Okay.
And that we keep this on file, and just encourage you that you are officially on notice now, that you have the eyes of the commission on your business, and, you know, try as diligently as possible to adhere to the service rules, shutting down at 1:30, not letting anyone in past 2 o'clock, making sure that your private security is enforcing those rules. And as the chairman noted, you know, that we would hate to have to roll back hours, because I know it's struggling for a lot of the restaurants in Revere at this present time, especially the Latino and Hispanic businesses.
So hard, so tough.
So.
But we are fighters, so
Yeah.
we're gonna.
So I would like to make a motion, if that's okay, to put this on for a 60-day review, and ask if we can, you know, formally put Carnival Latina Restaurant on formal notice in writing, the obligation to adhere to the rules of, you know, stopping service at 1:30, cutting off the entertainment by that time, and ensuring that no one is served after 1:30, and also no one is being admitted into the business past 2 a.m., so that when we come back in 60 days, we have a clear outline of what we expect. But I'll also ask if Officer McLaughlin can appear or have some type of report for us as to their adherence to those, to that rule, or those rules that we're asking for. So that's the motion I would make.
I would just add one thing to that. If during that period, we have another report similar to this one, that we would come back before the 60 days and deal with it at our next meeting, if something would happen between now and then, so that we're gonna deal with it right away.
Okay,
And because we don't want it to run through the end of August and have these issues. So if there is a violation similar to this, if another report gets generated about over-service, about letting people in after hours, about allowing people to drink on the premises after hours, that we're gonna take immediate action against your establishment.
okay, I have a question. How about, okay, so when we close at 2, when we're cleaning or things like that, not even an employee can be inside?
Your employees can be
fine.
there.
Okay.
No customers, all alcohol has to be off the.
Got it.
Off the bar by 1:45, I believe that's, right, last call 1:30, and all alcohol away and off the bar by 1:45.
Yes.
And then everybody out
Got it.
by 2.
Yes, that's what we've been doing and trying to do.
And as long as it takes you to clean, you stay in there and clean and straighten up, but it's only your employees.
Only my employees, yes. Another question, I seen outside in the parking lot, like this is something, I guess, under control because we cannot be like securing or checking the whole parking lot because it's big. I seen sometimes when I come, I seen like, I don't know how to say, like, in the parking, I seen some like beer bottles, but they're not from, like can bottles. We don't serve can beers.
We understand that you have a limited ability to control the parking lot. If you do see people out there with their doors open,
cool.
on playing music loud, you know, the detail officer will broom them away,
Okay,
all right? And we understand that you can't be totally held responsible for what people have in their vehicles.
okay, perfect. Thank you so much. We'll do our best and,
Very good. All right, so the way we're gonna leave this hearing is that we are going to review this in 60 days.
Okay.
And see where we are.
Perfect.
And hopefully nothing will happen in the interim, and we're gonna keep it on file, and we'll see you in 60 days.
all right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
That concludes the hearings. The next items on the agenda. Yes, thank you. The next item are communications. This is a notification from the Massachusetts Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission of a return of no action for a transfer application of Rice Passions World Corp., DBA Rice Passions. An advisory from the ABCC regarding the obligations of caterers licensed pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 12C. And that concludes the communications, and it also concludes the agenda for today. I would make a motion that we adjourn until July 16th.
I'd second that motion.
Very good. This meeting is adjourned.